Hi guys, welcome to the kitchen. So, I warn you all in advance that paint pouring with me, Cindy Vanderveen, is not the faint of heart. My kitchen is a mess, a total mess, and I'm not cleaning it until I finish at least one picture that I'm happy with, and then we'll clean up. So, you guys are on the tail end of the day. And like I said, I have paint everywhere. I made new mixes. I made old colors work better. I made all kinds of stuff today, and I made a big mess. There you go. Paynes gray, my friends. Liquitex gray, green. And back to my colors I used in my bathroom. Yellow oxide. And this is Interference Green Dry Pigment by Jacquard, mixed with pouring medium only and a tiny splash of water. And this is my Fabric Paint Gold, which is way too thick. So let's just stop for a second, thin it down. My base paint today is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic with about maybe 25% floetrol and the balance of water. Yeah, this is really thick. All right, guys, bear with me for a couple minutes here. My fabric paint is completely different consistency than paint, and when I first mix it up, it looks like it's fine, and then it sits for a few minutes and it gets really, really thick, and that's where I'm at right now. Super, super thick stuff. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of FX Immune Blue to that, just for fun. And a tiny bit of this gold if I ever get the colors mixed well. It's not great, but it'll do. All right, and let's swipe. So I made new swipe mix because this morning when I was messing about on my way to work, I decided that there was an issue with my swipe mix, and I kind of think what it might be, and if anybody knows the answer to this, swiping white for now, guys. Anybody that uses wood conditioner, I'm sure you'll all know what I'm talking about. If you contaminate it with any popsicle sticks with paint or anything, it gets this really weird congealed stuff in the bottom, and the oil still floats to the top, and I generally have used it anyway. But the last couple swipes I've done and swipe mixes I've made, my swipe mix isn't working at all. And so I kind of wondered if it had anything to do with the contaminants, and if the actual good stuff in the wood conditioner is really the stuff that congeals. So I stopped and bought a new can tonight, and I can already see that it's definitely working better. So I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with it or if it's just been sitting around too long. I'm not sure, but definitely this is looking better. Now we're gonna put a little bit more color on here because I kind of wrecked that part. So we'll try to just swipe some color across. I don't know how successful I'll be with this. I can't even get it off the thing without sticking my big finger in it. So that's probably not super helpful. All right, we're gonna give that a second. Give it a quick little blast of fire. Move some stuff around, and then let's torch it. I might actually add a little bit of black cell mix in there with maybe some yellow oxide and a little bit of interference green maybe. And let's just swipe some of this from here. Just for a little bit of color. All right, my friends, let's do it. Let's make it happen. So we're gonna really stretch this as much as we can without losing cool stuff. And maybe just help it along a little tiny bit. Yeah, things are definitely working better with new swipe mix. So it's maybe food for thought that, you know, when it gets contaminated, that the good stuff is in the bottom that's contaminated and it just doesn't work right. Because I've had a really hard time getting my swipe mix to work and work. I don't know what that means, work. Getting it to work. I'm having issues with enunciation as well tonight, you guys. But yeah, good to know. So if you get to the point where your wood conditioner has that weird gelatiny stuff in the bottom of it, just toss it out. Toss it out and start new. It's not expensive. It's like, I don't know, $9 a can or something here in Greater Victoria. And for all the paint that I've dumped out trying to make things work, it would have been a lot cheaper to just go and grab another can of wood conditioner. All right, let's move this around a little bit more. Get rid of a little bit more paint. And we're just gonna keep stretching it, guys. I went to buy a palette knife at Michael's, and I kind of thought that I wanted a little bit of a bigger one, because I somehow in my head I think maybe that's my problem too, is I'm trying to swipe with this small palette knife, and Michael's didn't have any left, nothing. I think it's like there's like a huge sale on palette knives or something. Like how much in demand could a palette knife be? Anyway, they didn't have any. So then when I went to Lowe's, I thought, oh well, you know what, maybe I'll look for like in the concrete tool section, and they had lovely, nice big flat ones. Yeah, if I was swiping a 6x8 piece of wood. And so I never did get a swiping tool. I thought, well, maybe I was just meant to swipe on paper, because I have my greatest success, or swipe with paper. I have my greatest success with paper anyway. I don't know. Kind of don't want to be defeated by a palette knife, but it may happen. All right, you guys, I'm just going to bend and twist this a tiny bit, and I'm going to walk away because I quite like it. It's definitely a minimalistic swipe, which is what I like. I'm pretty happy with composition. I'm definitely happy with this last kind of splurge of yellow that we put through with the blue cells. So I will love you and leave you right about here. And I will pop you down for a bit of a closer look. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. All right, guys, there it is. Its whole little bit. It's not the biggest tile, it's just a small tile, but it has some really pretty cells. I love this long chain of the orange and the blue, and these funky little white gills here. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I will hopefully get you back in focus. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. I will thank everybody for hanging with me in the kitchen tonight. You guys are awesome. I'll post this still on Facebook, and thank everybody so much for all your support. I cannot tell you how greatly appreciative I am of the support that you guys give me. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. We're happy, my friends. We'll talk really soon. Bye for now.